It's interesting.
I've never owned a bird before, but I have seen one grow up before. This is just a really weird story that this talk has just reminded me of. So when I was living in Thailand, my house in Thailand is like over like a pond kind of thing. We have a pond next to our
big spender.
I mean, it's
Stop flexing.
A pond, Garnt. Okay, we get it. You have a pond, all right?
It's Thailand, okay? We live on like the outskirts of Bangkok, so it's like a bit more in nature. And near the rooftop and everything like that, or just on the balcony, birds would like to make nests and everything like that. And so in my office in Thailand, I sit right next to a window that has a really, really good view of the place where birds would love to make their nests and everything like that.
All right.
And so one bird made a nest that was kind of like right next to my window, almost next to my window, right? So I saw basically that a bird had made a nest, and like I saw that, you know, she had laid some eggs, and some nice birds, like some baby birds had hatched. And every day I would come down and I would see the mum feeding them, and slowly I would see them, like, you know, grow up. And I will never forget this point, because I would see them every single day. I saw these little chicks grow up and everything like that. And there's a day where I saw their first flight. Right? Well, I saw that first flight, and it was interesting for me, because I've never seen how birds just learn to fly. Yeah. Right? Initially, I just thought, okay, instinct, they just know how to fly. Nope. They that doesn't happen, actually. Yeah. Or at least that's not what I saw. So actually, the mother helps to teach them how to fly. Right? So what happens is, here's me, like I'm sitting out my window. There's the nest is over there, and what happens is the mother flies to like it flies to my window, and it like chirps at the chicklet. It's like, come here. Yeah, I'm gonna teach you how to fly. Come on. You can do it. And initially the chick's like, all right, I can do this. Immediately does it, right? And then, I think something just clicked in his brain to be like, oh, that was scary, actually. I was in the air. And mind you, between my window and where the nest was just pond. It was just water, right? So if they fall, they're fucking drowning, right? And so the mother flies back to the nest, and she continues chirping for the chicklet to fly back to the nest. Doesn't do it. Mom, I'm not doing that again. 1 minute passes, doesn't do it. Mom flies back, flies through the nest again. Chirps again. 3 minute passes. Doesn't do it. The chicklet looks at his mum, and then after the mum chirped really loudly this one time, chicklet just stands on the edge, looks at his mum, shits himself. I'm not joking.
I get it. Can't fly on a full,
I'm not joking. I'm looking at this bird. His mum's like chirping. He shits himself. And then he takes off, and it's a low takeoff. And at this point, I'm invested in this bird, because I'm thinking to myself, if this bird falls in, I'm running out of my office and I'm diving into this pond to save this bird. Yeah. I see this bird growing up. This bird ain't dying on his first flight. And what happens is he takes off, but he's too low. He's like flapping his wings, and what happens is the nest is perched up there. He hits. He hits the little balcony before the nest, and then he like panically like
tries to grab on,
flaps his wing. I was like halfway through running out, but luckily he just got enough elevation to get his foot on the nest, and I was like, oh my fucking God, I'm so fucking proud of you, man. That's it.
That's my boy.
That's my boy right there, man. I'm fucking proud of him.
That's cute. That's a cute story.
Had to clean the bird shit off my balcony afterwards, but you know, it was worth it.
Yeah.
Shits himself. Proceeds to fly.
I just shit the fear out of myself. Could you imagine if humans could do that? I'm so scared and I don't want to do this thing. Let me just shit the fear out. It's like, all right, I'm good.
I'm empty. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. In that moment, I realized us and birds, we're not so different. When
Yeah.
we fear shit, when we fear stuff, we want to shit ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
Birds just do it.
Birds just commit.
Birds just commit. You know, they don't care. They just shit themselves if they're
Yeah,
scared.
we say I'm shitting myself. The bird actually shits itself.